here in Winfield, Kansas. Okay, good morning everyone, it's Rick here. We're just going to do a short little video. We're at HooDoo Trails here in Winfield, Kansas. We are just across, well not just directly across, but kind of catty corner from the Winfield High School on Viking Boulevard. It's a really pretty morning this morning. It's really nice out right now. We thought we would do this little walk, of course, before it gets really hot later on today. We've been here before. I've done several videos on HooDoo Trails. It's just some place to go and get some exercise and just kind of walk around a little bit. I may not do a lot of talking. I may let you hear the sounds of nature this morning. I gotta watch where I'm going because there's big roots like that there, especially like right here. You trip over really easily. Might make for a pretty nasty fall. Viking Boulevard is pretty well traveled between the high school and then out on further down the road is the Kansas Veterans Home, and out that way also. I've showed this before, but back in the brush, back in there, there's old shingles that sat there for a long time. And there's more shingles. And yet, I think those are shingles. Now, I could be wrong. That's what they appear to be. Boy, there's a pretty thick cobweb around those. They've sat here for years and not just sat, they've just sat right here. Kind of tucked way back in the brush. One of these videos I did, I actually found the old signage setting back. It's really maybe not part of the trail, but I kind of ventured off one morning and that was a pretty cool find. And hundreds of waste baskets, trash cans, whatever you want to call them, and just all kinds of paraphernalia back in there. It's actually been a while since we've been out here. It's probably been, oh gosh, a year or two. I keep getting my finger in the way. I'm using my camera, my cell phone camera this morning. And it takes really good videos and pictures. Now here's something I don't know that I've noticed before. Now that's interesting. It's just a big concrete block, or that may not be concrete. That is interesting. Why it's sitting there, I have no idea. Let me see if I can kind of zoom in a little bit. It makes you go, okay. There's no way to get to it. And I'm not going to walk through all the tree limbs and all that. That could be rock, just like cemented together. They could be. But I have no idea. I'm going to kind of zoom in one more time. That's interesting. I've found a lot of interesting things out here. Like the old sign. You have to go back a little ways, but if you find the video where I've done several videos on HooDoo trails. I think this is actually maintained by a group called the Walnut Valley Flyers. I don't know why they're called that, but it appears as though they've kept the walking trail nice. It's not overgrown at all. Winfield does not offer a lot of walking trails. We've got this one, of course, Island Park, Timber Creek Nature Center. There's one at Black Creek Park. And I'm trying to think. I think that's about all, though. I am wearing the appropriate attire this morning. I've got on jeans and hiking boots because of ticks. See, I've got on the hiking boots, an old pair of blue jeans. My finger keeps getting in the way. We do have bug repellent, which we've not sprayed on yet, but we're trying to stay on the main path. That does not mean you still might not get ticks, but we do have on jeans and that sort of thing. So here's a rock here that could be a pretty bad place to trip. This is just scattered with rock. Big tree limb there. Now it looks like there might be a trail down through there. It may just be a loop. A big tree branch that's fallen. Now, Ark City has, well, it's actually a few miles outside of Ark City. They have the Chaplin Nature Center. And I would highly, highly recommend going and walking. It is very, very nice. You can walk all the way down to the river. If you choose to, they've got numerous trails. And of course, it doesn't cost anything. It's all free, of course, and everything. There's no charge. But it's very pretty down there. And every January, I think it's in January, they have an eagle watch, and it's free. And you go out and you they have staff on hand that has the big microscopic type cameras, and you can look at the eagles, or you can bring your own. I've got a sorry about that. I just had something buzz me here. Oh, well, I'm gonna go down this way. I don't recall being down this way, but I've seen something else interesting down here. Let's go down here and take a look. This is all interesting. Oh yes, I do remember this. I don't know. I'm assuming that's some kind of a bird feeder. And then you've got places where people might have set. That's interesting. These look like they might have been benches at one time. And there's 3 of them. There's 3 benches. Oh. And then the middle triangular shaped rock is sitting on stones. I just about tripped over this. It appears just to be a block. Huh. Okay. Well, that's different. Well, let's walk on. Oh, here you go. Now, I have seen these scattered all along these trails. The only thing I can think of is this was a foundation for something. Now what? I have no idea. It may not have been a foundation. It may have been something else. But it's clearly, it has some sort of purpose. And I found several of these. This is not the only one that's out here. There are several of these out here. Okay, well I guess we're going to walk on. Big old cobweb out there. I think that's coming out on the video. It's huge. Okay, we're just taking a nice leisurely walk this morning before it gets, like I said earlier, before it gets, it's supposed to be in the mid 90s today, upper 90s. I tell you what, this year, it will not let go. The normal temperature this time of year is like in the 80s. And we've been having way above normal temps. Ever since like, I don't know, June or July, something like that. We do not have the triple digits anymore. Well, that one day, a couple of days ago, it got to 101. But it's been staying in the middle to upper 90s. And of course, there's been no significant wind or rain. In fact, we've not had any rain for a very long time. We're technically in a very bad drought situation right now. But we're not the only ones. I knew one time what the HooDoo meant. I've forgotten. I'll have to look at it again and see. I think it's got some connection with Southwestern College, if I'm not mistaken. Some more of those roots. Just have to remember to look all around. That's been here for a long time. It's always interesting how it bent over that way. And there is a plethora or abundance of roots that she could easily trip over. We've come upon something else way back in there. Oh, I think that's the area that I went. There's a tarp, a blue tarp back in there. Boy, howdy, more roots. I think that time I went and found all that stuff was right down this road and right back off down in there. And you're literally right behind the Southwestern College work barn or whatever. Oh, scare me to death. Huh? There's a dog. We got a visitor out here.
Hi, kids. Hey, my dog. I'm sorry. Oh no, I didn't see you, but I saw the dog. I just tell the dog hi.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, you don't need to say hello, buddy.
Hi, bud.
Good luck.
Okay, later dog. That's fine. That's cool. See, that's another thing too. You get out on these and you think you're the only one out here. Well, 9 times out of 10, you are not. Unless it's a weird time, like real early or real late of the day or something, you might be. But that's when people like to come out before it does get hot. Just like we're doing. There's what we're getting ready to go down. And I know I've said this many, many, many times on these nature trails, but I'll say it again, just for some of those that have not seen those videos. When you're doing nature trails, especially in the summer, don't put on any kind of fragrances. No deodorants, no aftershaves, no body spray. Don't put that on. If you're just going for a nature walk, there's no need to, for one thing, and for another, all you're going to do is attract all kinds of flying critters that you may not want to be. Because they will, because they think you're a big flower or a big plant. I learned that a long time ago. Although I can't take credit for that. The wife's the one that told me not to do that. Of course, I think one time I did. Then I regretted it. You're not going to a fashion show. You're not going anywhere, you know, fancy. You're just going on a walking trail. Now, if it's dead of winter, you might be okay. But a lot of people don't like to go. But there's people that like to go all year long. And with being such a dry summer, you don't tell them what you might run on. Although we're pretty close to a major road over here. A lot of activity going on between the high school and the traffic for the veterans home and on out that way. That's my little public service announcement for the day. I remember it's been a couple of years ago. I was out doing a YouTube video on a bridge out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know what it was, started buzzing around me. I just knew I was going to get stung that day. See, there was another one just buzzed by me. It's no secret, I do not like any flying critters like wasps, bees, horseflies. Well, I think we'll just continue on this way. The big cell phone tower off in the distance. And there again, all kinds of rocks protruding up out of the ground. And roots. Roots and trees. Tree roots, rather. There's another way that might be accessible. I'm not real sure. I think we're going to just stay on this one, this path this morning. There's one down here too. Maybe we'll take this one down here. It might be more in the shade anyway. See, it's only like 5 after 9 this morning. And it's already getting warm. Man, there's something huge flying around. Wee. Most people have phobias, whether it's heights or crowds or any number of things. Mine are flying critters. I'm not really afraid of heights as long as I know I got solid footing. That doesn't bother me too much. We went on another nature trail in Hutchinson. It's earlier this year, I think back in March. We went to the Dillon Nature Trails. Of course, that's named after the Dillon's food stores we have in this area. Wow, there's something up in there. But I am not going up there to see what it is. Looks like a big piece of concrete. But I can't make out what it is, and I'm not going to walk up there to find out. I don't think I can even zoom in on it. No, really can't. There's something out there though. It just looks like a big piece of concrete. You know, it's hard to tell what might have been out here at one time, over the years, over the decades. Now this is just where we were at, I think. No, maybe not. But there's a concrete blocks out there, see them? And then there's something laid on, scattered on the ground. Looks like plaster. That white out there. That's crazy. All out there by itself. I don't remember seeing that before either. Now, what have we got up in here? I'm not real sure. There's a... What is that? There's something back in there. I don't know. Looks like something metal. Okay, let me get back down here. Okay. You know, I wonder. I wonder if that's part of a car one time, but it's probably not. Keep getting my fingers in the way. There's a cell tower. Okay, let's go on. I think we've been down that road before too. Boy. Well, those are really tall. There's something back in there. Might be another tarp. Don't really know. Here's a kind of a drop off. Be really careful. Another big rock. Oh, there's something up here too that's really, really different. I want to say creepy, and it is that too. Oh no, that's not the one I was thinking of, never mind. But there is something out here that don't really belong out here. Out here, I can't pronounce that correctly. In recognition of 38 years of service. Just out here all by itself. Just, why is it out here? It's been discarded for some reason. That's really weird. Been out here a long time, if I'm not mistaken. There's a clump of cobwebs. Huh. Doggone it. Sorry about that. I got dive bombed again by something. Man. I tell you what they need to put out here. They need to put out benches every once in a while. A dead tree out there all by itself. I think we're just about back to the entrance. Well, thank you all for joining us this morning on this little nature walk this morning. There are 2 trails here. I don't think I've said what day. It's Tuesday, September the 6th, 2022. Anyway, thank you for coming along. Hope you enjoyed this little nature walk out here. And as always, we'll see you next time on the next adventure. Hope you all have a nice day. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.